That one's actually really easy. You can even Google that, but I'm going to explain it. So, how do you feel things? Well, your nervous system takes in electrical impulses. Like when I grab this here lighter, I squeeze it. Understand that every bit of your body takes in information. Nothing feels. Your fingers can't feel things. You perceive to feel them because what happens is those electrical impulses travel through your nervous system to your brain. Your brain then takes that data, gives it to your consciousness, and your consciousness is projecting the sensation of touch to your fingertips in your spatial surrounding. And if that weren't true, then phantom limbs couldn't happen. But phantom limbs do happen. That's also why you can cut yourself and not feel it till you see it. Because the reality is your entire everything is a conscious rendering of what we perceive to be outside data, something outside of ourselves. But you can have a dream and do all the same shit. Like there's plenty of tangible things in dreams, and when you wake up, you go, "Oh, that was a dream. That wasn't real." Yeah, well, your consciousness is recreating stimulus that you perceive to exist outside of yourself that you cannot prove exists at all. It is literally the same thing as a dream. It's the same thing as a dream. That's it. Like a good example, I think, even better than touch, is probably sight. So, the image you are observing right now, meaning literally anywhere you look, okay, is not actually you seeing anything. Your eyes are not windows. You do not look through them. They're actually more like a camera lens. They take in light, and your consciousness is the film. It is the rendering of the light information that travels through your pupil to your optic nerve to your brain. But the literal film, the picture you're creating, you have to, because you do not see through your eyes. So if me and you were looking at the same thing, we're not. We're quite literally not looking at the same thing. We may be taking in the same light, but I'm generating my image and you're generating yours, and that's why I could be colorblind and you're not. I'm telling you, it's not physical. And it's hard for me to explain because I didn't learn this outside of myself. I just one day realized it. I was like, wait a fucking minute now. How do we know anything's physical? And then I looked into it, and you can't prove it. No one ever has. No one ever will. You cannot prove that the physical world exists whatsoever. And that is fascinating. Because now we have to take a leap of faith and assume that it does. We have to assume that we're recreating reality based on data points that exist outside of ourselves instead of just fucking creating reality, which, by the way, makes a lot more logical sense. You know, but it's really hard for some people to understand or really just to accept it. People look at it the same way they look at like flat Earth, although like my explanation of reality explains flat Earth and globe Earth, and it's quite literally whatever you think it is, because it's your reality and you're the one rendering your own reality, and it's the deep-seated truths that really guide this reality for you, and you can change those beliefs, and then you can change your reality. And it's the most powerful tool ever. It's quite literally unlocking God. And they're trying to do that with AI right now, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, if it was a physical world, you couldn't create AI, by the way. You couldn't do that. You couldn't create consciousness in something physical. That's not how that works. And that's what they're trying to achieve. They're trying to achieve consciousness, which is God. Sorry, I rambled there a little at the end, but hopefully you understand what I was trying to say now.